Estate planning in 2024 is full of opportunities and risks. As the year winds down, there are some critical steps you should take to protect your legacy and maximize your estate's value. Today, we're diving into the strategies you need to act on before the end of 2024 to ensure that your estate plan is up to date and ready for what's coming next. Stay with me because what I'm going to share could save you thousands and set you up for success in 2025 and beyond. I'm estate planning attorney Mike Smith with Smith Barid LLC, and I'm one half of the Estate Planning Guys. With the year coming to a close, now is the perfect time to make sure your estate plan is airtight. In this video, I'm going to share with you the most important actions I think you should take before the end of 2024 and what you need to know to prepare for some of the big changes coming in 2025. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to safeguard your assets and ensure that your wishes are going to be carried out. In the next few minutes, I'll outline key strategies that can help you maximize tax benefits, protect your wealth, and prepare for the upcoming changes in estate tax laws. Now, these aren't just tips, they're critical steps that could have significant impact on your financial future. At Smith Barid, we've helped thousands of clients navigate the complexities of estate planning, and especially with the constantly changing laws and economic conditions, it's important that you stay up to date on what's going on. We've seen firsthand how making the right moves at the right time can protect a legacy for generations. So let's get started by looking at the essential steps you need to take before December 31st, and then we'll talk a little bit about what's on the horizon for 2025. So let's start with the gift tax annual exclusion. The clock is ticking on your ability to give up to $18,000. Yeah, you heard that right, $18,000 per person this year without it affecting your lifetime exemption for estate or gift tax. So if you've been considering making gifts, now is the time to act before the end of the year. This strategy can significantly reduce your taxable estate, and with inflation adjustments, it's a powerful tool for wealth transfer to the next generation. Now, what I'm going to explain next is probably not what you expected, but it can be a game changer. Let's talk about charitable giving. So, making donations before the end of the year can provide you with substantial tax benefits, especially if you're in a high income tax bracket. Consider something like setting up a donor-advised fund to plan for your charitable contributions while enjoying an immediate tax deduction. This strategy is particularly effective if you have had a strong year financially and you're looking to offset some of that income. You might resonate with what I'm about to say. Procrastinating on the step could cost you big time and missed deductions. So don't procrastinate. If you're planning on making charitable donations, go ahead and do it now. Now, if you're over 73, you're required to take RMDs, required minimum distributions, from your retirement accounts. And if you miss this deadline, it can result in hefty penalties. So you want to make sure you don't miss that deadline because it could be up to 50% of the amount that you should have withdrawn. So make sure you've taken your RMDs before December 31st to avoid any unnecessary costs. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you on track with your RMDs? The penalties for missing them can be severe, so make sure you take care of that. With the current market volatility we've had recently, tax loss harvesting is a really smart strategy to reduce your taxable income. So by selling off investments that have lost value, you can offset gains elsewhere in your portfolio, and this can help lower your tax bill for 2024. So be sure to talk to your financial advisor about the possibility of harvesting any losses that you may have had. One thing that nobody understands is that using losses to your advantage can save you a lot of money in the long run. Now, this is also a great time to update your estate plan and your beneficiary designations. If you've had any major life changes over the last year, such as a marriage, divorce, birth of a child, these updates are crucial. Even if things haven't changed, a yearly review ensures that your plan reflects what the latest laws are and your current wishes. So keeping your plan up to date could be the difference between a smooth transition and a real legal headache for your loved ones. So this is a great time as we approach the end of the year to take a look at that estate plan, sit down with your attorney, do a review, and make sure that everything's up to date. Finally, let's look ahead to 2025. So there's something big coming in 2025 with respect to the estate tax. The current estate tax exemption, which is $13.61 million, is set to sunset at the end of 2025. That means that the law that was put into place is just going to vanish, and we're going to go back to where we were with the estate tax prior to the latest amendments. And that's going to potentially cut the estate tax exemption about in half. So maybe it goes to $6.5–7 million. Now, we don't know yet who the president will be and how Congress will be composed, and it's possible that Congress could take action to change this. But as I've watched things happen in Washington over the last few years, I haven't seen a lot coming out of Washington. So there is a significant likelihood that we will wind up with the estate tax exemption dropping to about half of what it is now. And this means that estates that are valued above this new threshold could face much higher taxes of up to 40%. So don't wait until it's too late. Start planning now. You're going to want to make sure that any planning that you want to do around the estate tax is done before the end of 2025, because that's when the law is going to sunset. So you may do things like set up an irrevocable life insurance trust to provide liquidity to pay the estate taxes, or you may make gifts to family members or to charity to bring your estate under that taxable number. Whatever it is that you and your attorney decide is best for you, you need to take action on that before the end of 2025. And also, I would pay attention to what's going on with the estate tax as the year progresses. There will be things in the media about what's going on, so just pay attention to that. And oh yeah, we'll be talking about it on this channel. So if you want to stay up to date, click the like and subscribe buttons below, and we'll keep you up to date on what's going on with the estate tax changes going forward. By the way, if you want to dive deeper into any of these strategies, head over to our website where we have a resources page that's packed with free guides and checklists to help you get started. We also have a ton of blog articles on a lot of these topics. The link is in the description below. So to recap, we've talked about maximizing your gifts to beneficiaries to use your annual exclusion amount of $18,000. We've talked about adjusting your charitable contributions, ensuring that your RMDs are taken before the end of the year, harvesting any tax losses that you have, and updating your estate plan. Those are all things you should do before the end of the year. And then we've also talked about preparing for the estate tax exemption cliff that we're expecting in 2025. Each of these steps can play a significant role in protecting your assets and making sure that your wishes are carried out. If you're interested in learning more about how to protect your legacy, I invite you to watch our next video on post-pandemic estate planning trends. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm Mike Smith with the Estate Planning Guys.